Looking for the best cutting board for your kitchen? In this video, we review and compare the top 5 cutting boards on the market. We'll break down durability, knife friendliness, maintenance, and value, so you can pick the perfect cutting board for your needs. Let's start in this video top 5 best cutting boards review.
Number 1.
If you're taking on a dinner party cooking challenge like beef tenderloin or a whole fish, you need an appropriately grand carving board to present it tableside. Maiden's Butcher Block is the best cutting board for meat we tested, thanks to its impressive look and generous juice-collecting gutter that keeps the tabletop dry. It's built in a very similar way to the John Boos model above, but with the additional benefits of the gutter and carrying handles on the sides of the board. We were quite happy with how the Maiden board performed, but we did note that it seemed to dry out faster than other wooden models. You'll want to be especially sure to apply oil, as often as every week or two. For a few extra bucks, you can order a package of this board with Maiden's conditioning cream, but any food-safe wood maintenance product should work. Pros. This heavy-duty maple board is beautiful, with a juice gutter and carrying handles to make carving even easier. Cons. The wood dried out quickly and needed frequent oiling and care.
Number 2.
John Boos Chop and Slice Maple Cutting Board. The iconic wooden cutting boards from John Boos are beloved by working restaurant pros along with celebrity chefs including Ina Garten and Giada De Laurentiis. Made from maple, a soft wood that won't dull your blades, they're well constructed and heavy enough to stay in place as you chop. Plus, the wood is gorgeous. It can be a beautiful permanent addition to your countertop or a lovely choice for serving a charcuterie board. As with any wooden cutting board, however, the Boos Chop and Slice needs proper care. It absolutely cannot go in the dishwasher, ever. It must be oiled about once a month to protect the wood from drying out and cracking. We found that oiling the new board before beginning our tests made a big difference in how soft and smooth the surface felt. If you stick to the proper maintenance schedule, the board can last for years. In terms of price, the Chop and Slice is almost exactly average among the wooden cutting boards in our tests, which makes it a great deal for a Boos board. Pros. This large, durable, attractive board is gentle on knives but built to last. Cons. It's not dishwasher safe and requires careful maintenance to keep in top condition.
Number 3.
TeakHaus Edge Grain Carving Board. If you've picked up a monster turkey for your extended family's Thanksgiving feast, a standard cutting board might not work. But at 18 by 24 inches, the TeakHaus board should be able to handle the biggest birds and most colossal cuts of beef. Its teak wood is especially resistant to water damage, and its juice groove is deep enough to catch lots of spills. A rogue blueberry rolled in and got stuck there during testing. The downside of such a large cutting board is that it's not practical for everyday use. The TeakHaus weighs 15 pounds and couldn't fit inside our sink to wash. We had to scrub, rinse, rotate, and repeat. It's likely wider than your kitchen drawers, and you'll probably have to find a special cabinet corner to accommodate it. However, it's pretty reasonably priced for a huge, high-quality wooden cutting board. Pros. This durable cutting board is enormous, with a deep juice groove. Cons. It's very heavy and impractically large.
Number 4.
Caraway Cutting Board Set. You probably want to have more than one size of cutting board. A little one is quick to clean and perfect for slicing a sandwich or single piece of fruit, while a larger board is needed for large meal prep or meat carving. And, of course, it's a good idea from a food safety perspective to use separate tools for veggies and raw meat. Caraway's matching set gives you everything you need for every cutting job, plus lots of serving uses. The largest board has carrying handles on one side and a serving divot on the other that can hold crackers for a cheese or charcuterie platter, seasonings to sprinkle on slices of prime rib, or condiments to spoon out onto appetizer plates. The all-purpose medium board has a cracker well on one side, with a juice gutter on the other. Even the smallest size has a small divot for serving, and a plain flat cutting surface on the other side. The trio comes with a convenient holder for storage or to be used as a dish-drying rack. Our major complaint with the Caraway boards is that their birch wood is fairly easy to scratch. They got some nicks and dings in testing, especially when we used serrated bread knives. Like most light-colored woods, birch is also prone to picking up stains from beets and similar dark-colored items. Nothing stained permanently in testing, but we needed lemon juice to help scrub a few times. And even considering that it includes 3 separate cutting boards and a rack, this set is still fairly pricey. Pros: this trio of double-sided cutting boards is ready to handle every task. Cons: knives, especially serrated ones, left nicks in the wood, which also picked up stains easily.
Number 5.
OXO's Good Grips line is full of plastic tools durable enough to hold up over the long term, and its enormous cutting board is no exception. This accessory can handle anything from a leg of lamb to a whole ham. The plastic is thin and lightweight, but it's strong enough that the board will barely flex. It's an ideal material, not so hard that it'll dull knives but still able to hold up to serious slicing with minimal damage. A serrated bread knife left some scratches in testing, but it did better than many other plastic options. There's also a juice groove on one side and a completely flat surface on the other for multifunctionality. This board has rubberized ends, with tiny feet at each corner to help hold the board in place on the counter, but we found them too small to be super effective. We had to press down while cutting to keep the surface from moving around. The huge size was also somewhat impractical. This cutting board is dishwasher safe, but it was too wide and tall for a standard dishwasher. We would have had to lay the board sideways atop the rack to get it to fit, so we hand-washed instead. Thankfully, that was quite effective. A single scrub removed any stains and odors. Pros: this inexpensive board is huge, easy to clean, and very durable. Cons: the non-stick feet aren't very effective, and it's too big to fit in the dishwasher. If you found this video helpful, please hit the subscribe button, press the bell icon, and comment below. Check out the description to find the product links. Thanks for watching.